Hey everyone, and welcome to a pretty little podcast. I'm Allie, Violet Vixen Commissaro.
And I'm Jessie. Welcome back, guys.
I'm so happy to have you back, Jessie.
I'm so happy to be back. I'm so sad I missed last week. Travels. I'm an international woman.
Even though Fallon and Sophia made it a lot of fun, still, I missed your face.
Love to be here.
Let's get into it. Let's step into the world of ALYXX, an artist that defines conventions and ignites senses with her mesmerizing soundscapes. Rooted in the art of storytelling, ALYXX weaves together a tapestry of arousing lyrics and captivating melodies that resonate deep within the soul, effortlessly blending genres and creating an innovative and refreshing sonic experience while donning scene hair. Please welcome tonight's guest, ALYXX.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
We're so excited to have you here.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the festival for incarceration. What songs did you put in for incarceration, and how did...
And so I played the campground. I played some of my old school songs that I have, they're kind of now I'm so sick of them, to be honest, but I played all of my newer songs too. And I finished the set with Alive, of course.
That's my favorite. I can't even wait. Friday night, everybody's going to be there in Philly at the Milk Boy. So exciting. All the links are down at the bottom of where to find everything and where she's playing. So let's hop into some questions. What inspired you to pursue music?
I've kind of always been around music. I did theater as a kid growing up, so I was always performing. When I was 13, 14, I started writing my own songs. I never really did anything with them because I was I'm a theater kid. This is what I'm doing with my life. And then as I got older, I started recording them, still not doing anything with them, just having them there. And then at one point I was why am I still doing theater? This is not where my heart is anymore. So I decided, let me release a song, see what happens. And I just kind of I got the bug. I just wanted to keep doing it. So I've been doing it ever since.
With theater, what was your first play or event you went?
So my first professional show, I was in the American Girls Review when I was 11 in New York City. That was the first professional thing I did. So that was fun. I loved that show. Some people make fun of it because they're oh, it's American Girl. But it was my first break into the performing world. And
that's a big deal.
Yeah, I loved it.
Now, how old were you when that happened?
I was 11. I did the show for 2.5 years, and then they had a sequel that came out, which I did for a year. So altogether, I was with that company for about 3.5 years.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So what's the story behind from there until now? What's the story behind ALYXX?
It's funny. So I actually auditioned for a girl group back when I was doing theater, and I had a bunch of it was audition season and everyone was doing all these crazy auditions, and I went and I ended up booking it. So I was in a girl group for a year, and it was definitely an experience. I learned a lot, made some friends, but it completely fell apart. So nothing really came to light, but it was kind of at that moment that I was wait, why am I not doing this myself? I think I can do this. So then, yeah, I released a song called Taking Over, which is basically I am not happy and I need to be happy. And this is where I think I'm going to go. So I did that, started this whole journey, and that was in 2017. So got a couple of years under my belt.
Been in it for a minute.
Yeah. But then the pandemic, so a year and a half didn't count, but that's fine.
Did you do a lot online? Did you stay with it during the pandemic?
I tried. I did a live stream a few times. it was just it's just weird, you know? There are some people that were already doing like live streaming and Twitch and that stuff. So it's like that adjustment wasn't really much of an adjustment. I hadn't really done much online. I did some like YouTube covers and things like that. So that was a whole different ballgame being like, okay, well, this is the way the world's going now. So like getting on TikTok and being more active on social media was a process. But yeah, definitely. I think it helped me now. So that's good.
Just wondering, since you play the festivals, have you played with anyone that you've done covers of?
Have I? I've done so many like random covers. Actually, yeah, I covered when I played Blue Ridge Rock Festival, Five Finger Death Punch headline that day.
Mhm.
I did cover one of their songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was fun.
So what genres and artists have inspired you?
Definitely like hard rock. I mean, because I do have a theater background, it's like honestly, like people like Idina Menzel, still and like composers like Jason Robert Brown, they've definitely influenced me. But in terms of like the rock world, Amy Lee from Evanescence, Lizzie
Absolutely.
Hale, Hailstorm, Adam Gontier, 3 Days Grace, now Saint Asonia, Ben from Breaking Benjamin, like that kind of world, that little group is what I think really like influenced the way I write, getting into rock music, that whole kind of thing.
So what is your approach to songwriting?
So I always try to like write the music first. So I play piano. So everything I do kind of stems from that. And it's funny, like I try not to sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna write a song. Like I just kind of let it go where it wants to go. Like I'll play a couple of notes and then especially lyrically, like I try to write the lyrics based on how the song makes me feel. So instead of like lyrics first, which is very rare. Sometimes I've done that, but it's usually music first.
How important is it about telling a story throughout your songs?
I think it's incredibly important. I think the whole idea of a song is expressing emotion to the highest degree. So it's like you can't just say it anymore, you have to sing it. And I feel like I want my songs to be, yeah, I guess like a story and then just things that people can relate to. And yeah, I want you to feel something when you hear my music.
What themes and emotions do you aim to convey through your music?
Definitely just like positivity and just the idea that life is really short and you can, like you have the power to make yourself happy. So why be miserable?
Yeah.
And like if there's like some toxic BS that you're dealing with, just do your best to kind of like get through it and know that like at the end of the day, like I say in the song, you'll make it out alive.
So speaking of positive, can you share a memorable moment from you either being on stage or at a festival, even like around other people that you like are inspired by?
Yeah. So one time I actually went to the studio and I got to meet Adam Gontier and I got to listen to their album and it was just a really cool experience. I got to talk to him a little bit about his process and whatnot. And it was so cool to like get to talk to somebody that I am so like influenced by.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like to hear his process and whatnot.
I went to the Other World yesterday in Philly.
Yeah.
And it was just the coolest place ever. Like it was just an anime weird picture experience.
An
Just
exhibit. Like I've been doing nothing. I got a point. She's on top of everything. Like I will find out about something and the next day Allie will be there. Like I won't even say anything to her. I'll be like, oh, I'll like open my phone. I'll be like, I found out about that yesterday. How is she
I
already?
still haven't made it to the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
everybody else has seen it. And I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen the Barbie movie yet.
okay, well,
Wore a floor-length sequin gown.
Oh my god.
The premiere of the Barbie movie.
Why don't we have pictures of this?
I will send you guys a picture of it. It was pretty stupid. It was pretty stupid.
I feel like you have to dress up for Barbie though. It's Barbie.
I felt like I needed to. It was an experience. I'll tell you one thing about the Barbie movie. I thought it was gonna be a little fun girl time. Existential crisis. I was like, I went with one of my guy friends. He cried.
Oh, really?
No. I looked over and he was crying, and I was like, "Same, babe, same." Like, I went with like one of my guy friends. Tear. He was like, "I did," and then we left and we looked at each other, and he was like, "Gonna be real with you, Jess." He went man mode. He was like, "I didn't expect that from the Barbie movie. It got me." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
I'm not gonna lie, Jackson said, like, I left it up to Jackson. I was like, we can go see the Barbie movie or we can go see Ninja Turtles. He's like, Turtles.
I do love the turtles. Donatello, Raphael, they're the blues.
Leonardo,
yeah.
Oh, I went all themed out in the whole like onesie, like turtle outfit. Yeah, it was legit.
That's amazing.
Okay, let's get back to.
Wait 1 second. I pulled up the dress photo. I got it. That's me at the Barbie premiere in the full length.
Oh, yeah. Real glamour Barbie.
It was far too much. Far too much.
Walking the red carpet.
I did walk the red carpet. The guys working the tickets were like unnecessary.
I always plan on dressing up like really cute to go to the movies, but it's always so cold in there.
I used to go in sweatpants, and I used to bring a blanket with me, and like I don't care, like Yep.
I go everywhere in sweatpants at this point in my life.
I feel that COVID did it to me.
It did.
It did. Okay, so we were getting back to positive. Can you share a memorable moment or experience from a live show?
Yes. From a live show. Well, I guess Blue Ridge, actually. When I had gotten off of the stage, I had just done my set. There were some people like by the barrier that wanted to like come say hi and to meet me, which was just like the craziest experience because I've never had that. Like I just, we play a set, like, thanks, bye. And then some people maybe come up to you, but like there was just like crowds of people that like came up to me, and it was just the weirdest, coolest, best feeling in the world. And like I crave that feeling again. It was so cool.
Was that your first festival?
Yeah. First festival going to and seeing and being in.
I've heard from a lot of my festival friends that once you do one, it's like tattoos. Like you want more.
I saw that.
Speaking of tattoos, how many do you have? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's blended together at this point. I feel that.
Yeah, I just have like my hand. Actually, they both kind of like stop here. Like I don't have anything on my shoulders, but I just have a lot of like crazy stuff. I have some on my legs, but
a lot of black work.
Yeah, it's all black and just like crazy detailed.
Oh, I see that.
What's your 3 like favorite parts of it?
I do love this. It's really
cool. Beautiful.
And I love my Joker.
Oh wow,
that's amazing.
And then I don't know. I guess this because it's my dog's birthday. She passed, so I guess it's special.
Oh, the Rainbow Bridge. How do you connect with your audience as far as like when since you're playing all different venues and spots, how do you connect with your audiences when you're playing the bigger spots versus the smaller, little intimate venues?
Yeah, I try to, talk to everybody that I can. Doesn't matter like how big the venue is. I like the bigger shows. So I always feel like the energy is cool, but there's something about like intimate shows that it's a very personal one-on-one, having the conversation with the person, getting to know a little bit more about them, and being able to have that time to kind of connect. I think it's really cool. And you're really like singing and speaking to them directly. Sometimes with the crowd, there's a ton of people. It's hard to really like pinpoint. But yeah, they're like different experiences, but I think they're really cool. And I think connecting with people is like such a cool thing, and to be able to do that through music is just a whole other thing.
And I'm sure so many people, I mean, I read your comments and everything. I mean, you've affected so many people with your music. Like, that's gotta be such a cool feeling to hear from fans and hear how your music is affecting them.
It's amazing. And it's funny because like I write like as a form of therapy, either like for me or if like a friend of mine's going through something, like I kind of write it for them. And to see that other people can take away from it and then the positive aspect of it as well, it's just so crazy to me, but amazing. And I don't know. I, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time, but it's just like when I see those comments and when people message me or DM me and they tell me like how my music has gotten them through something, it's just mind-boggling because I've had so many musicians that I look up to where they've done that for me. So it's kind of like the circle of life, which is just really cool.
That is cool. So, what can fans expect if they come out to see your show?
High energy. Uh, yeah, just a lot of like, I don't know, high energy, positive vibes. Um, very, especially like if it's a smaller show, a lot more like crowd interacting, and hopefully walking away feeling better than you did when you walked into the venue.
That's such a nice way to put it. How do you balance everyday life with your music career?
Not well. I don't sleep. No, oh, kind of. But yeah, I mean, I try to do something music related or with the band every day. I have 2 jobs, so it's like the band is a third, and I try to give it all of my attention 24/7, and I'm very fortunate that my other jobs are very understanding and very supportive of me, which is insane. But yeah, I try to do a little bit every day and just try to come up with a game plan. I mean, this business is so hard and it's like there's so much that goes into it, and I do every aspect of it, you know, like writing the songs, the website, merch, booking, everything. So there's always something to do. So I'm never bored. But yeah, I just try to sprinkle in a little bit and stay up till 3 a.m. almost every day and not sleep.
Yeah.
So, would you like to get to the point where you're touring?
I would love to tour. That's just, trying to find the right tour. I don't want to tour just to tour. I
Mhm.
want it, and of course, like you can't predict the future of like what's going to be successful. But for me, successful is just having, you know, a show where people come out to. It doesn't have to be like anything crazy, but just being able to sing in front of crowds I normally wouldn't be able to. So that's why I think jumping on like a bigger band or just somebody that has a solid following in all like places like that I've never been. Like I'm, this area. I want to go to the West Coast and down south and hopefully one day, hopefully next year, I'll be touring.
Aw. So, any dream collabs
Hmm.
or people you'd like to maybe perform with in the future?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to collab with Adam Gontier. Like that would be amazing. Or Amy Lee. Cause like I said, like they've influenced me. Like if I could perform or just sing with them, like that would be amazing. Or open for them. Who knows?
So, how do you navigate the ever-changing landscape of the music industry, especially in the digital age?
Yeah, that's something that's definitely changed throughout time. Back in the day, a band would release an album, tour that album, go on. There are a lot of bands now, like the bigger bands that still do that, but I think a lot of like up and coming and rising bands, it's more beneficial to do like singles and then maybe like a EP. Um, but yeah, just like constant content. People just want it, they want it now. So I think like releasing singles, I mean, like Falling in a Verse is a great example of that. Like he's just constantly doing single of the music video, and that's it. Single of the music video, and it's doing really, really well. Of course, I'm not comparing myself to him, but in the sense that like not everyone's doing an album anymore. So the digital age, I think, is definitely just sped up the process. Bands don't take a year to write an album anymore. You got like 3 months of that if you're doing the full length.
Yeah, I've noticed it's usually like anywhere from like 6 weeks to like the 3-month mark that the bands are kind of releasing at least one new song, if
Yeah.
not two at a time. Like, it's fun. It
Yeah.
gives us something to anticipate. So, what other things do you have going on that we can look forward to in the future?
So I've just been writing and recording a lot of music, again, figuring out the game plan of how to release them. Um, but yeah, so definitely by the fall, some new songs or song. um, yeah, and then honestly, just like booking shows and trying to figure out a game plan for next year. Like I said, I really do want to tour, so I've been looking into options for that, and just being consistent with music and shows and social media and all my little covers I've been doing. So yeah.
What was your latest cover? Because I mean, you have so many. When I went on, I'm like trying to listen to as many as possible, and they come up on my like I have you on my playlist. So they
The
go
last one I just did was, oh my god, it was an Evanescence song, "My Last Breath." So I've been doing again, talking about, like, constant content, I've been doing, like, little snippets for, like honestly, I've been doing them for TikTok, but I've just been posting them on,
Yeah.
like, social media, like, not social media, hello, Instagram and, like, YouTube just 'cause it's another platform. And I feel like everyone's attention spans are so short, like, I would do, like, full-length covers and put them on, like, Spotify and YouTube, and then I put, like, the clips on TikTok and Insta no one cared. It's so funny, like, I got no views from TikTok, and then I went and did, like, the short little clips, and all of a sudden I got views. I'm like, "Okay." I hate TikTok, but, um
Jesse's our TikTok girl.
It's just about making the content you wanna see. That's the advice I always give with, making TikToks and stuff like that, or, like, any media, even music. It's just, like, make the thing if you're ever like, I wish somebody, like, really did something like wouldn't it be funny if somebody made this? Or wouldn't it be, like, amazing if somebody had a band like this?" That's when you're like if somebody had a song about this or something, like, you think about that, you make it, that's where you find success.
I definitely have found when I'm deliriously tired and like don't really care how
Yeah.
my TikTok goes and like I just like knock it out like real quickly and like don't even know half the words. They're the ones that like
Yeah.
I'll wake up in the morning and it's like, really? Like, this is the one that got this many likes when like the one before that's like me like putting time in and like
Oh, yeah.
trying to make a good TikTok.
I did, like, some makeup transition things and, like, nothing. I made another TikTok where it was another sound, and I think I was literally just looking at the camera. Thousands of views. I'm like, "Okay." So, it's a hit or miss with that, but
They want to see your face.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some TikToks I see, and people are literally just, like, staring at the camera, and they have, like, millions of views and millions of likes. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
I love the ones that just kind of like rock back and forth and like move their face like a few different ways. And they have like,
A million.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
really? Like, I want to like cross my eyes weird just like that and get that many likes.
or the girl, I forgot her name, Bella or something, or her face is, like,
Like,
all this
yeah,
yeah, she was
just
just like, "Woo," and then all of a sudden
it's
blows
like
up.
yeah, I wanna get I wanna get famous from doing that. That's
Honestly, me
the
too.
dream.
I always try to do those like random little TikToks that make no sense and like try to make up my own little like thing to it, but none of them have really taken off yet. As far as social media, what is your like go-to platform?
Instagram. I
Instagram.
feel like yeah, I don't know. I like the pictures, the videos. I have a lot of friends that have Instagram that don't have other platforms, so it's nice to connect with them through that.
That's cool. So let's get into got a little thrown off earlier when we took the break. But let's get into summer plans.
Yeah.
What else do you have planned for the summer? And we're getting into the fall and
Oh, I'm
Halloween.
excited for fall. I don't really have any plans. I don't really do anything, other than work and band stuff, to be honest. I don't have any like vacations or anything planned. I'd like to go to the beach at some point, but I think that's probably the extent of my summer fun.
I know the beach this year, every weekend we're like, we should really go to the beach.
I am trying to have a beach day and mostly for the boardwalk food and to eat myself sick, lay in some sand, debatably go in the water, and then call it a year.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, as far as your style, are you constantly changing your style for the different like music videos and stuff like that? Or do you kind of like to keep your signature style and then kind of go from there with your storytelling?
Yeah, well, I don't really change it according to like what I'm doing. My hair was already purple and I got bored and I dyed it green. And then I just kind of liked the vibe of it. I thought it was like kind of
I love it.
Joker meets Harley Quinn. It's a little crazy. But yeah, I think that's just become like me at that point, like this whole aesthetic. Who knows in the future, maybe I'll change things according to, new releases. But for now, I'm finally figuring out really who I am and what I look like. So I'm gonna stick with this for a while.
I have to say, when I was watching, I had dyed my hair blonde and purple for Corella. And I was looking for a color to kind of like do as like for my money piece. And I pulled up Scene Girl hair. And your picture was one of the ones that came up. I had done a green streak at one point, and I had got my inspiration from you. I just had to tell you.
Where did you find a picture of me? Just like Google it?
No, it was on I think it was on Pinterest.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wow.
I did not know that. That makes me feel cool.
Find your photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know that with the purple hair, I mean, I'm on all sorts of sites, and it's kind of crazy because I'm on more redheaded sites than I am purple.
Are you really?
Yeah. I have people say, I mean, all the time. They're like, I love the red hair. Like, oh, you're connected with this like redhead. I'm like, really? It's purple.
I can pass that. Thank you.
So is this the first color that like, are these the first like bright colors that you've done, or?
First combination of the bright colors. I've been every single color: blue, red, green, purple, silver, white, everything. My hair has gone through some serious abuse. But
yeah, I feel like I've done every color too.
Okay, no.
But your green is like gorgeous.
It's actually yellow and blue.
Oh,
so I mix them together. Yeah. I mix them together, and there's a UV yellow that I add to it, so it glows, or like under blue light, which is why I always have blue in my basement.
That's so fun. So as far as sponsors and as far as getting to that point for like touring and stuff, who are some people that you would like to work with?
There's a lot. There's a band called Eva Under Fire. Like, you mean like bands I want to tour with? Is that what you asked?
Bands you want to tour with and companies that you would like to work with, like brands that you wear.
Oh, well, I mean, I think Blackcraft would always be cool because I do wear a lot of that. Also Harley Davidson because I wear way too many Harley Davidson shirts. But also, yeah, like I would want to tour with the band like Eve Under Fire. I've been a huge fan of theirs, and they kind of like just took off. I like a lot of like, I hate to say this, but like female fronted bands. I think it'd be really cool to kind of have like a tour like that, just so it's all, I don't know, cool vibes. Because the energy is always different when there's like a girl in the band versus all guys. So yeah, really cool, right? It's like even if it doesn't mean to be, it just happens just because life.
There's a monkey wrench in there.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So as far as venues or cities, what areas or venues do you like to play at?
I've always wanted to play the Whiskey. I feel like it's like a staple, like that and like the machine shop. It's like if you played those, like you did good. So I feel like those are definitely places that I am looking to play next year. So fingers crossed, but it's on my list. Thank you.
And with incarceration, like when is that again? That's September.
That one actually happened already. It was in July.
Incarceration already happened?
Yeah, it was July 14th, 15th, and 16th.
The whole article that I had gotten that from must be delayed. It said that it was recent.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
But how was that to play?
That was awesome. And it was also just like cool to see all the other bands, and just yeah, again, being surrounded by people that listen to the same music. Like I live in New York. There's not a lot of metalheads in New York, really. What was that?
Music gives people a community.
It does. It does. And it was just really, I don't know, it was nice to not only perform, but also to like see other people and just be surrounded by it and then see like, Slipknot and Lamb of God. It's pretty cool.
And I love with your music, like you have that same vibe that Evanescence has, where you can sing with pure rock, or you could sing with the heavier, and you could sing with the heavy metal. Like your sound is very unique with that you really could blend in with a lot of different genres, which is really cool. And I'm so excited to get to see you live. I mean, and the Milk Boy, is that your first time playing there?
Yeah, it's funny. A friend of mine played. I'll be honest, was not familiar with the venue, and then I booked the show, and then a friend of mine literally played it like a couple days after I booked it, and I was like, "Oh, how did it go?" And he was like, "It was great." So I'm very excited to go there.
Jesse's been there a bunch. She was giving me like the details on
all the details.
What to expect.
It's a great time. Everything's gonna rock, dude. You're gonna kill it. And we know everybody's gonna come out for you.
Yay. I'm very excited.
Now, as far as merch and stuff like that, do you have merch on your site or?
So yeah, I'm actually in the process of like, I just sampled a few things. So hopefully it goes well and then I can add it to my site. Right now, I just have a regular t-shirt that says ALYXX and a beanie that says ALYXX. And
will we be able to get that on Friday?
The shirts you can get on Friday. Yes, I will be bringing those with me. I think I have like a signed poster now. I don't have a lot of merch, to be honest, but that's what I've been doing this past couple months, is really just kind of solidifying that aspect. I'm not a graphic designer, but I was trying to do some like cool, fun things. So if all goes well within the next few weeks, I'll add more to my site and then for live shows as well.
Can you tell us about any of the things you have planning for any of your merch?
There's a zip up sweatshirt with the mermaid, which is, where is it? This.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here, and then on the back. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So when do you think that will be around?
As soon as I get sent to my house to make sure that it's all good before I then release it out into the world.
Now, as far as new music, do you have anything in the works right now? Like, do you have any releases that are already planned or that you can kind of tell us about?
I just did a reimagined version of Alive. So that's something I don't have a release date. I literally just sent it off to get mixed and mastered. So in the near future, but I'm really excited. It's going to be like this whole orchestra thing. So.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So with like what goes into your basically taking the song and adding the orchestra?
Yeah. So the song was originally on piano. So I mean, there is piano in the actual song, but I kind of just like slowed it down. And then I listened to a lot of classical music. So I just kind of played the piano and just listened to that for like hours, just the piano, and kind of was trying to figure out where each instrument would go. Mm-hmm. And I created like this little orchestra piece, and yeah, I added a bunch of harmonies and choir stuff. So should be cool.
Do you enjoy adding different instruments in and like kind of playing with them? Do you like that aspect of it?
Definitely. With Alive, I'm not gonna lie, I completely overproduced it. There's so much stuff in that song when you break it down. Thank God for Jeff for mixing and mastering that, because I just was like, this sounds cool. I need this. I need bells.
You're like, I need a little bit of everything.
Kind of. And unfortunately, no one was telling me no. So I just kept adding everything. But he blended it all really well together. So it just became like one piece. So
Oh, nice. So I think we are getting about done. I just want to go over again about the Milk Boy and that Friday night. Honestly, guys, if you haven't got tickets, you've got to get on that. Get them because it's most likely going to sell out. I mean, I know I keep getting message after message. They're like, we got our tickets. We got our tickets. I'm like, I hope there's enough space for all these people.
Yeah.
But so what time do you know what time you're going on?
Give me 2 seconds. I have it in an email because I can't remember anything. Let me see. Aha, here we go. I go on at 9:15.
9:15. Okay.
I'm right in the middle.
Sounds fun. So do you know any of the other bands that are playing with you guys?
Not personally, just through social media. So I'm excited to also meet people in real life because that's always nice.
Yeah, I think it's fun when like I love that the bands are like switching up who they play with. Like a lot of them are not playing with the same people traveling around, like they're switching it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like these cool lineups, totally different vibes each concert. I love it.
I like it too because also like you get to experience, their fans and also just like meet other bands. Like it's always fun to meet people that are doing the same thing you are that are like, swap horror stories or you know what I mean. But no, just
Oh, you'll love Nailbite. They're so fun. I
yeah.
mean, honestly, it's really cool because I've known them for a while now, and even in their journey and the time that I've known them, like it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And Lana, I mean, she's only 16 and she's
16.
Yeah.
Killing it.
They have a big future ahead of them, I can tell.
And we believe that you do too. Like, I am so excited for what's to come for you and just
Thank
get
you.
to see you live on Friday. I'm so excited. I've been like waiting for this. I have it like in huge letters across my calendar.
I am just, I don't know. Playing shows is just such like an adrenaline rush, and I haven't played anything in like 3 weeks. No, I lied. A month. It's been a month. So I'm a little like antsy. So I'm very excited.
Do you ever get nervous before you get up there?
Oh yeah, it's funny. Once I'm on stage, I'm fine. But it's like that 15, 20 minutes getting to the stage. I'm like, oh my God. But then I get on stage and it just goes out the window.
That's awesome. And it was so great to have you on. And we definitely have to do it again.
Yes, I will bring my tea next time.
Uh-huh.
No, we totally understand. I mean, there's been times we've shot during storms that literally were all going off the screen at different times.
Oh
I
my
even
God.
said tonight, it started raining. At one point, I was like, Jesse, if I end up getting kicked off at some point, like, I'll be back.
During storms, dogs barking, parades. We've had everything that could have happened, happen on the show.
I'm glad. I'm just adding to it now.
Yeah.
But we definitely got to have you back. And I'm so excited to see you Friday. And we will have all of your links all posted up and links for the show. And we support you. This is awesome. And we look so forward to everything you have in front of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's cool to have, people support me because I don't know, I'm doing what I love, and to see that it's being positively received is just like, it's a really cool feeling. So thank you.
Aw, thank you so much for coming on.
Coming on, dude. Excited to see you.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. She's so cool.
Oh, it's so amazing. I cannot even wait for Friday.
I know, right?
And just so everybody knows, our producer is yelling at me about how long I stay on. So I'm trying to be good and make sure that the show. I got really reamed out last week. I'm just gonna say
we have the best team anyone could ask for on a Pretty Little Podcast. That's all I have to say. We are a well-oiled machine. And
I've realized that if I don't cut it at 45 minutes, I will literally keep like ending it and coming back, ending it and coming back. So I was being good tonight. I see you smiling backstage.
Yeah.
I was being good tonight, and I kept it at a reasonable time. So I'm proud of myself. And that's
I'm proud of you
too. But so I will see you Friday. And do you have any other big plans?
Oddities Fair is Saturday. Philadelphia Oddities Fair. It's going to be huge, and I'm trying to get something. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't really have anything in mind. But it's whatever I'm going to see. It's going to be special. Because I got an eye for that stuff. So I'm really excited. Something to look forward to. Oddities.
Where is that? Is that in Philly?
It's not. It's at the Expo Center. And it's at the Expo Center. I know it's like 15 minutes from Lansdale. So it's let me get you the exact location of it. It is fair. Yeah, it's in the greater Philadelphia Expo Center. It is in Oaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Oaks. It's gonna be huge.
I just found out that Strange and Unusual is not on South Street anymore.
No, so the original location with the cafe in it is still out in northeastern Pennsylvania, but they closed during COVID. The actual song I did the taxidermy convention booth for them a million years ago, the Philadelphia one.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was probably fun.
It was really fun. You got to see a lot of people, a lot of cool things. My friend worked there, and she was like, we need a hand. So it was really good. It was a good experience. And I was like, damn, I'm good at selling crud. Specialty here. I was like, damn, that might be my specialty, selling crud. But really cool stuff. And so this will be something to look forward to. The Oaks, Convention Center.
I'm just so excited I went to Otherworld yesterday. That was just awesome. And then just to have everything Friday. I love it. I love the whole vibe of it. I was looking at pictures of the Milk Boy, and that place looks looks like the coolest venue.
It's going to be a great time. And, now that it's starting to cool down, things are ramping up for the fall. Is packed. Tons of shows, tons of interesting stuff, tons of great things to do in our city and our surrounding area. So I'm looking forward to just an action-packed fall. And we're entering spooky season. Everything's starting to come out. I don't know if you've been to Michael's yet, but I was.
No, I have not been to Michael's, but I did stop by at Marshall's just to kind of and Home Goods. I wasn't really impressed.
You not at either of those?
No, I really wasn't that impressed. Like there were a couple things that were like, oh, that's cool, but no. I mean, other years I'm like,
some years I'm like obsessed with some of the stuff they have, and some years I'm like, ugh. Like, I am not super into like there's certain like Halloween that I love, and there's certain Halloween that I'm like I can do without.
They had a lot of sugar skulls, and
That's
like
not what I want. I was gonna say like the things that I do not want. I don't like the sugar skulls. I don't like things,
and they're very, very like Dawn of the Dead, very colorful. Like I don't know.
I don't like when something's cute and then you turn it over and it says like spooky in the Ray Dunn font. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're like, wow, that's really cute, and you turn it over and it has the Ray Dunn.
That's such a good description.
Yeah.
But I mean, like they did have some cool things. I mean, like a lot of it was things that you would kind of make into something else. Like they had huge skull heads that like they would be cool if they were like with something or like.
I'm in the underappreciated category of things that I like. I don't want the things with the pumpkins on it. I want the thing with the Frankensteins. I want the bats. Not that they're not bats, but and stuff. I want like
and not like cute
mummies and Frankensteins. I'm like, give it
very like weird bats, like out of what I saw. Like I wasn't like thrilled with the selection. And a lot of them were like gold or silver or like very gaudy. And I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm more in like the horror mode around Halloween, and then like, there's other times that I want to just go like extra like gothic haunted mansion.
Yeah, no, I understand that. My things I'm always looking for at Home Goods: mummies, Frankensteins, and then I'm usually looking for like just like stuff in that vein, like the underappreciated selection of stuff that
I'm gonna take a good skull, but I don't want it to be like any skull I've ever seen before.
I get it. You want a creepy skull.
Yeah, like there were some that like had like amethyst like around their head, and those were kind of cool. But yeah, nothing really thrilled me. I mean, for me to go through the entire section, and there were like 3 cool walkthrough rows. I mean, yeah, it was kind of weird, but
I understand. You are 100%.
I feel like I have everything but cooler. Like I always pick up Halloween stuff. I mean, even
is my thing. Like my entire kitchen is Spider-Web theme. So that's where I'll find like that stuff if I want it. Halloween spirit, I'll get the socks. And they're for their Universal. I love Universal monster shit.
Have you ever seen the salt and pepper shaker that's Elvira? And like
the titties.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Chef's kisses.
Yeah, that's a cool one. And then there's also like I think it's from the 60s. They have this like vampire and cat I think it's a coffin. They have salt and pepper shakers from like back in the day that through the years.
I was gonna say here might good like weird niche horror movie you might like is Frankenhooker. I have the I have the actress from Frankenhooker. It's like an 80s horror movie. It's a movie about a guy about a Frankenhooker. It's great. It's 10 out of 10. Allie, you would love this movie. It's free on Tubi, I think. But it says Jesse want a date, and then Patty, the actress, So I gotta pay a good $40 for this. So I'm gonna show this all. I'll show it up. I love that I pulled it out from behind my bed.
Did you go from Lacan?
What?
Did you get that from a con?
The Mahoning Drive-In VHS Fest. They do like horror VHS, and then yearly they usually have it at like somebody do signing. They have like actresses and
Did
stuff.
you stand in like a line?
I did stand in line.
In the line for Frankenhooker?
I stood in line. I stood in line for Frankenhooker, got my autograph, then watched Frankenhooker, and it was a great time. It was really fun. I had a great time. The drive-in rocked. It was I loved it.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about possibly going to a drive-in, but
You guys should.
there's like only one and it's like really far.
One, there's a Mahoning, probably. It's like 2 hours away. It's like an hour and a half away.
Or Swan, I don't know, Swanks Weller, or I don't know. It's far.
Yeah, this one's far. You camp out overnight in your car, kind of thing. You can do that. Stay, so you do the whole like. It's not good to do in the heat, and it's good to do in somebody who has a van or something like that, like or a nice car.
My whole group caved. We all got those portable air conditioners that you can wear around your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like none of us are messing around this year.
Yeah, I believe that.
Let me just tell you, when we went to what was the last con? I don't even know the last concert we went to. The last one at the waterfront, Fall Out Boy.
Mm-hmm.
It was so hot. Like, let me just tell you, like my eyelashes were like sweating off.
Yeah.
It was like that, just ridiculously hot. And so after that, we're like, we have to get the air conditioners. Like, I just, it was like so uncomfortable until the sun went down.
It's been brutal, man. It's been brutal. I have not been enjoying outside lately. It has not been the vibe.
And it's not even the heat. Like, I'm sure when you went down to Florida,
it was horrible. Like, it was the sun beating down on you. I felt like I was in an oven, man.
It's not being able, like, the air quality is so bad and has been.
It has.
Like, basically this whole summer. But, like, I mean, it's just horrible.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's just been, like, too much going on.
And I mean, like, with the fires, I mean, like,
it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, they're just popping up left and right. I mean, now they're coming from different angles.
Now, yeah, we got the top blowing, and now we got the bottom blowing up, and it's just gonna be, it's too much.
I mean, what happens when they, like, that smoke meets? What? Be walking around in gas masks.
It'll be an industrial night, is what it'll feel like. Yeah.
Steampunk.
Right?
We should have a steampunk party if the air quality gets any worse.
Yeah. We'll have
like different colored gas masks. We can do TikToks with them.
Off night. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's horrible when you're outside in the heat and the air quality's that bad. I mean, it was just, I don't know. This summer it's been rough. Like, I can at least deal when there's like a little bit of like a breeze.
Yeah.
But no, there's like, I mean, it's been just brutal.
It's been rough. Well, we're hanging here.
Anything else? Oh, and I shot with Kimberly Pace again.
I'm so excited to see those photos. The last ones blew my mind, dude. So I can only imagine.
Man, she is so much fun. She is just so much fun to be around, and like we kind of like split it and like kind of had a barbecue and a photo shoot, like kind of.
That's fun. Oh
yeah, because both of our schedules are like so insanely busy that like we have to make it so far in advance, and we don't get to really like hang out. So we're like, this time we're gonna hang out. Let's have the barbecue, like this, that, and the other thing. But man, she just makes you feel great.
Yeah, about yourself, and I
Like,
think
she
that
has that she's a model coach online, like, she is, like, more than that.
yeah,
She's like a life coach because, like, you're around her and she's just, like, just a force,
yeah,
man. It really like, it's really cool. I mean, we were taking pictures in the water, and everybody who knows me, I mean, I don't like to get my hair wet.
yeah,
Not unless, like, I'm taking a shower or, like, I know that I'm getting wet, and then I take out my extensions, and we're good. Of course, Kim she had warned me ahead of time that she was gonna get me wet, but, like, man, she had me in the deep end. I'm, like, holding my
I
extensions
get
up, like,
that, yeah.
but, yeah, we had so much fun. I mean,
I'm so excited to see this, like, that's something I'm absolutely looking forward to.
and she just gets me, like
Yeah,
she does. As a photographer, she just gets me.
she knows what you want, she knows what you want, like, you guys are meeting perfectly in the middle, and you can see it on the result of the photographs, how in sync you guys are, because I I hate when people take my picture and I don't know what they want from me. There's no real direction, and I get the photos back, you can see it on my face, like, there is none of that. There is
Like,
none.
some of them, like, I try to change it up, like, as soon as I know she takes one, I just go into the next, like, thing.
Mm.
But, like, some of them, like, I have a tendency to do, like, broken legs. I mean, like, even with my pictures from the other world, like, I look like I got broken leg.
Yeah.
But, oh my gosh, she had me, like, hysterical. At one point, she was literally just, like, slapping my leg down, like, she
Yeah.
"Let's put this here," like, "You look kinda broken there," like, she was just oh my gosh, she just had me hysterical. And then she's like, "I need you to be serious and, like, sexy,"
Yeah.
and I'm, like, trying to be serious and sexy, and she's making me laugh hysterical the entire time.
Entire time.
It's like, "Damn you." But, oh, we had so much fun.
Yay.
Absolutely. But, okay, well, I've kept you long enough.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone who likes, watches, and subscribes to us. And thank you to our amazing team behind us. You guys keep everything going. And we just, well-oiled machine. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
See you
you.
next week.
Make sure to subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe. Bye.
Bye.